for joining us for this NBA 2K action. We've got a contest featuring my player, and this is an interesting build, so let's see what we got.
Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. With our analysts Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're ready to check out a my player build. What should we look for in this one?
We know about individual skills and where they are, how many points a player is capable of scoring. But for me tonight, I am so curious of how much of a team player they are. That is something we only find out during games.
Absolutely, Tim. I want to see how this player can fit on an NBA team. Outside of the superstars, you need to find ways to make an NBA roster by working with others and how well you can play in a system. That's what interests me about this my player build.
One of the latest trends in the NBA, load management. Charting out just what games you'll play over the grueling season.
Well, resting healthy players was really first done by the Spurs last decade. And it's become a very popular thing to do. But I think it works better when you win a ton of games and don't really have to worry too much about making the postseason.
It also puts a spotlight on young legs. Guys like MP, they are so important because you can count on that production. Really, health is a skill. Players who stay available have massive value to NBA teams.
Butler, good.
It's safe to say Jimmy Butler has mastered the ability to consistently create offense for himself.
Down low. And my player throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the board.
One of the best in the business.
And that is his business.
Oh, yeah, it is. And business is open today. It's just an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look easy.
And the ball out of play, the Heat will have it.
You got to ask, where was he going with that pass? Awful turnover.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And here is Butler. Pass to Lowry. Butler. And the whistle blows.
Foul.
It's going to be on Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's the triple.
Even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
Here's Embiid. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And ball movement is critical to any successful offense. My player just does a terrific job of spotting the open man.
Tim and Brian, let's imagine you've got an MP as a wing and you get to play with Joel Embiid. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty fun to practice every day with the process. Before we talk hoops, you better step up your social media and jokes game. The challenge to me is Embiid can spend a lot of times, especially for a center, on the perimeter.
And with that in mind, Tim, you need to be great with off-ball movement. Let Embiid operate wherever and whenever he wants. But out of all the all-stars in the league, I think Embiid would be the most fun to play with.
And he makes the first.
To be an effective wing player, you're going to spend some time at the free throw line. I think my player has figured that much out.
He's off on the second. Miami trailing here. Pass to Hero. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
That's his first personal foul. second team foul.
First trip to the free throw
Shooting
line for him in
Miami,
this one.
Tyler Hero at the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And he hits both from the stripe. And here in the first, 3 minutes in. Let's talk about a my player build as a wing. You end up teaming up with the NBA scoring champ, James Harden. What skills do you need?
On most possessions, James Harden will be the main ball handler, and he's one of the best drive and dish players in the NBA. So as much as you can, because Harden's ability to dish the rock will lead to a lot of scoring chances.
Well, the Beard isn't exactly known for his defense, so he requires players around him who play with passion on that end of the floor. Length helps. And number 2, Harden's a guy who doesn't have many load management nights, so be ready to go at it every night.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Lowry. Hero. And the Heat miss again.
I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
McGee may have done just enough there.
And that one's good. Harris.
That's a nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently.
They really are, and even though it's not a huge lead they've got, they're definitely in charge.
Kind of get that feeling, Brian, that that team is playing so well.
Miami calls timeout.
He has to be frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame him. They're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
And it's at the point where this slump is going to take a mental toll on them. It's a good timeout to try to keep them from getting too discouraged.
Yeah, they've gotten the looks, they've gotten open, but they just can't get them to fall.
And that was your Philadelphia 76ers TNT, everybody. Get loud.
Here's Lowry.
Once again.
Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Well, guys, if you were a wing player, how would you go about playing with Tobias Harris?
Well, offensively, he opens up a lot of doors for you, and even some driving lanes. He's a problem from the perimeter, so defenses might dare you to attack instead of him.
And defensively, Harris's combination of strength and length is pretty useful. So as a wing, I'd try to be right there with him, reading passing lanes, knocking balls loose, whatever you can do to contribute.
And the 76ers call time here. Harden. Inside. My player inside. Back to Harden. Pass to my player. On the wing, Harris. Clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup.
With broad shoulders and solid upper body strength, Harris is lethal around the rim.
Here by my player. Lowry on the wing. And it's Embiid with the rebound.
He's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power through the defense.
Well, that fast break, it went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job recognizing
with
the
the assist.
opportunity was there to push it, and then just perfect execution.
Such a joy to watch.
The Heat on offense. They trail by 9 points. Outside Lowry. Hero. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Puts in the easy hoop, fed by Lowry, one of the purest passers in the league.
Here's my player. And the rebound goes to the Heat. Right side Lowry. Nice D from Harden. The 10-footer finds the target.
And the mid-range game of Harden, beautiful to watch. An offensive genius, knows exactly where to get his looks.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock.
Nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And they definitely need to get going. They wouldn't mind shaving a few more points off the lead right away.
Yeah, it starts with defense here.
Yeah, if the defense keeps giving up soft buckets like that, it won't be a lead for long. Trust me, guys.
And it's good. 2 points.
The
We
assist
see
goes
this
to
time and time
Tyler Hero.
again with Kyle Lowry, making contested shot after.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. 76ers ahead. They lead by 5.
The Heat, 13.
And kind of digesting what we saw in the first quarter, let's talk about my player's performance up to this point.
He was solid. You know, he let the game come to him, still settling in, still determining his role for tonight.
Yeah, there were a couple times I thought he could have been more aggressive, but I'd rather he feel the situation out than try to force something like you, Tim.
Here's Butler. Joel Embiid with the block.
Backed by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a shot blocker.
Harris picks it out to my player. They get it again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
And the basket is good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Pass to Harris. My player up top. Embiid, defended by Adebayo. Embiid's shot is off. The Heat trail. Here's Hero. Connects from three-point range.
It's his intelligence that puts Lowry up there with the top assist men in the NBA. He thinks the game else.
Timeout call, the 76ers.
76ers ENT, everybody. Your 76ers, ENT, give them a hand.
Here's Harden. My player with it. Pass to Harden. Back to my player. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Adebayo with some nice D. Here's Hero. And it's
Tyler
all
Hero.
evened up.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Here's Tucker. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Five to shoot. Harden. No good. Unable to end this run. It's Jimmy Butler on the wing. He's covered by Harris. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Harris outside. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game in just 5 shots. Miami calls timeout.
Call for the
Wants to
Heat.
tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now is the time to do it.
Yeah, there were clearly some things going on out there he didn't like.
And it's a good time to take a timeout.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers ENT. Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Philadelphia 76ers ENT.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period.
76ers.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots
That's his
coming
second
up.
personal
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for the Heat, Bam Adebayo. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
That's his
The
first
idea
personal
of
foul.
setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Martin, right side. Butler to the inside. Adebayo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Well, I think Butler has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly.
Miami in the lead. Martin outside. And the Heat,
Jalen
another
Martin.
three.
3
I'm not
points.
sure who was supposed to pick him up, but someone is going to get
Timeout
an
for the
earful
Sixers.
from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And the 76ers call time
Here
here.
come your
He
Philadelphia
clearly doesn't like what's going on out there and wants to talk things over.
And how could he? Really had to take a time out there and try to take away some of their momentum.
Yeah, they'll try anything.
76ers ENT.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Harris outside. Pass to my player. Harden, defended by Lowry. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. And it's the Heat with the ball. Their defense has allowed only 4 points in the quarter. Martin left side. Adebayo. Great D that time from Embiid.
See, defender's afraid to get in his way a lot of times when he's on the way to the basket, but not that time.
And that one's good. Harris.
The assist from James Harden.
Pretty good battle going on here in Philadelphia. Here's Hero. Covered by my player. Pass to Adebayo. Hero. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
To the paint. Here's my player. And he converts the layup.
Just finds a way to finish the shot. I love how my player absorbs the hit and keeps his balance.
Butler. He's covered by Harris. Butler with it. Working on Harris. Butler can't hit.
Well, good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is. You saw it there. Without his presence, that's an easy.
Joel Embiid pulls it in. The 76ers trailing. My player from deep. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat.
Heat ball.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
I love the 2-for-1. Every opportunity counts.
Here's Hero. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them now.
It's been an excellent performance from the field for him.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. My player, high post. Back to Harden. My player. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not afraid down low. Great to see an emerging wing like my player in the paint.
Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Again, the Heat score.
Assisted by Tyler Hero.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
Your 76ers.
On top, up 5. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. And here at the halfway point, how would you evaluate my player's game this far?
Well, the part I love the most is that he's getting others when your 2-guard is also working as a distributor. It just makes your offense that much more dynamic.
Absolutely. You think about the other side. Defensively, how do you match up with him? How do you play him? Because if you don't pay him enough attention, he scores on you. If you pay him too much attention, he finds the open man.
Clock at 4. Joel Embiid with the block. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time.
Field ball.
Now here's Harden. Defended by Lowry. To the middle. High player outside. Fires from 14. Adebayo with the rebound. Hero covered by my player. And it's Hero missing. Now here's Harden. Defended by Lowry. Here's my player. That one good for 2.
Strong play from my player, and if you give him a chance to get fancy with it, he's gonna take it.
Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over.
Please welcome to the court your Sixers ENT. Together for your Philadelphia 76ers ENT.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. Outside Lowry. Pass to Adebayo. Martin. Outside for Butler. Clock at 2. From past the arc, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Well, 3-pointers might not be Butler's specialty, but he's a fearless scorer who does not set limits on his game.
Timeout call, the 76ers.
Your Sixers ENT. Once again, your 76ers ENT, give them a hand.
And we're just about a minute and a half into this down low. And that one's good. My player.
Easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. He makes the special feeds.
Outside Lowry. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to the Heat. Here's Butler. Pass to Hero. That three off the mark.
Boy, this quarter has been ugly for him.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. His touch is all but gone.
And he shows us why the breakaway rim was invented.
He almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long.
Be careful.
Great dunk and a great game we've got here.
Now Martin. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Hero. The three-pointer off the mark.
I think he wore himself out with his performance in the last quarter. He hasn't nearly been the same in this quarter.
Bader on the way. Adebayo with the rebound. Miami in the lead. Butler can't hit. Now Harris. Tucker, guarded by Martin. Pass to Harris. Six to shoot. Embiid. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And fouled hard that time, and he'll get 2 shots at the line. That one on Harris.
Personal foul.
Aggressive when looking for contact. Butler doesn't mind attacking the defense head on.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Just so competitive. Jimmy Butler brings attitude not only to games, but practices as well. That infamous Minnesota practice before he got traded in 2018, it has gone down in NBA lore. What an individual play, right through the teeth of the D.
Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers TNT. And that was the Philadelphia 76ers TNT, everybody. Once again.
Now here's Lowry. Martin outside. Pass to Adebayo. That's good, and it's Martin with the assist.
The assist.
Well done to finish that one off.
Martin.
Philadelphia trailing. To the right side. Now here's my player. Missed inside.
Excellent interior D right there to force the miss.
Yeah, his defensive ability is a huge factor, no doubt about it.
Prevent those easy ones.
Over to the left wing. Here's Martin. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And here's Harden. My player outside. Pass to Embiid. Drops one in from the wing. Here's Butler. 8 points for him. And here's Martin. And the foul called on
foul.
my player.
My player.
That will be his second
That's
foul
his
of the
second
game.
personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Lowry. Now here is Adebayo. Guarded by Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hero.
That's impressive defense from my player. Really making an effort to alter the shot with his activity.
Tucker, back to my player. And it counts. Hero has picked up his second foul.
I tell you, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, he can just get up a few notches higher than everyone
You
else.
just can't let him get to the rim.
Yeah, and that's how the game is played inside. If you can play over the top, you've just got a great advantage.
And that one misses. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lowry with it. Guarded now by Embiid. And it's Hero missing.
He needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Nothing is falling for him in this quarter.
Pass to my player. Embiid with it. Defended by Adebayo. Here's Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Lowry. And we bring the lead on top, leading by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And while we have the chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this definitely deserved the prize. He read the defense like a point guard and put the pass right on the money.
And that is some real versatility coming from a big man, not something that the majority of them possess.
He's got such a nice touch, and he showed it off tonight.
Getting ready for the final period, let's look at what got us here, starting with my player's performance.
Well, he sure put his stamp on the game. No doubt that he brings some confidence, some swagger, kind of like you, Tim.
Well, what can I say? But in all seriousness, I like what I saw in terms of an all-around skill set. And I don't think we've seen all this guy can do yet.
Here's Harris.
Look, there's only a few guys in this league that are as good as Jimmy Butler defensively. He just plays with great intelligence and effort.
Here's Hero, guarded by Embiid. Unloads from 13 feet. Joel Embiid pulls it in. Outside, Harden. Inside, Embiid with the bucket.
Well, this is where Embiid burns you the most, mainly due to his massive size and his soft touch.
Pass to Hero. Falls. Great assist by Butler. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Philadelphia. High player, high post. Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to the Heat.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Hero, that's good.
They've hardly needed anyone else to get out to this lead. He's provided almost all their offense.
To the wing on the left. To the paint. Here's my player. To the middle. Six on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Personal foul.
Gotta stay down if you're the defender. My player just fooling his man out of his shoes right there.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Miami leading. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Adebayo. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Left side, Harden. Down low. The steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Hero. Misses the 3.
The defense, they have to be thrilled to see him keep shooting those threes. He has been awful this half.
Here's Harden. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
There are a lot of players you can build a team around these days, but Harden might be my #1 choice. He's an offensive genius.
It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Nice work there to contest the finish inside.
Yeah, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense laid waste to those plans.
The feed from Embiid.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Hero. The three is up, and the three ball is good.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the
Timeout
second
for the
half.
Sixers.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do
Yeah, I
it.
don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Timeout called the 76ers.
He noticed his squad was starting to wear down and called time to let them get their legs back underneath them.
The 76ers trailing. High player outside. Pass to Embiid. Tucker, guarded by Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Now Harris. Wing shot on the way. That one wide left.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss.
Lowry, no good. High player outside. Stripped it away. To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
It's clear that Butler doesn't fear anyone. He's relentless in how he attacks.
Shooting for Miami, Jimmy Butler. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Now the 76ers with it. To the paint. Here's my player. And my player throws it down.
My player proven he has the poise needed to get it done in important spots.
Left side, Lowry. Back to Martin. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Lowry. Takes the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense.
Violation. Philadelphia ball.
Now the 76ers with it. They have 4-point game. My player outside. Embiid. It's not going to go for him. Outside, Lowry. Pings in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
As time winds down, every possession becomes crucial, and Lowry was not going to waste that one. What a time to come up big.
On the wing, my player. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Heat.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the rock. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Outside Butler.
Philadelphia foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Adebayo. Martin outside. Back to Adebayo.
Well, it's the massive wingspan of Joel Embiid that really annoys opponents, and I look to how effective he is at getting into the airspace of shooters.
And an intentional foul right there.
Tobias Harris. That's his 4th personal foul.
First free throw is
Team
good,
foul.
and that makes it a 7-point
The
lead.
line for the Heat, Jimmy Butler. Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's an
Timeout for the
8-point ball
Sixers.
game. And the 76ers call time here. What's your take, guys?
They can game plan all they want in the huddle, but unless they put more time on the clock, this one's over.
Yeah, I don't know what they think they can accomplish with this timeout.
Maybe a drink of water?
Harden, defended by Lowry. And it's Tucker missing. The Heat on offense. Butler with it. And so it's Miami winning this one.
That's the
Solid
end of the
game from MP tonight, but they couldn't get the win.
Fans, thank
Maybe
you
a
for your
bit
team.
more.
We hope you
Some
get
people
home
feel
safely and
that's the
will join
difference
us
between
again
a
soon.
star and a superstar.
Might be a stretch to put that on my player. They stayed competitive on the floor because of him. I thought his performance was encouraging, guys.
Along with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga.